I'm gonna put my cat on the mic. Meow! 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 Hello, what's good? Good morning. I know you guys can't see me yet. I'm aware of this. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I'm just on the floor. I'm just on the floor at the moment. I just gotta grab something on the floor. Namely my body. It's you know, sometimes this happens. Sometimes you just become a disembodied voice for a little bit. You guys know what I mean? You ever been in disembodied voice mode? When it's like you're a little sleepy, you get a little bit out of order, and it's like, oh, somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed. You woke up on the side of the bed that doesn't have your body in it. It just has your voice. And you're like, oh shit, oh frick. Oh, frickerdoodle, what the hell? What the hell, man? And then you just gotta get up. I found it. Hello! Meow! Slurp. I love how many of you guys meowed back at me. That makes me very happy. Hi, hi, hi. Hello, hello. How are you all doing? What's good? How are you doing? Are you guys talking about animation? What are you talking about? It's fun when there's so many of you in pre-chat. I like to be nosy with you guys. As much as I seem to show up late sometimes, and like only show up right before the stream starts, I do actually like watch whatever's going down in the pre-chat before I get there. I spy on you all. And I like watching you chatting and getting along and being friends. Yay. I love Rocky Getchies. I've got hiccups. I've got hiccups. Oh my god. Why have I got hiccups? I've been drinking pineapple juice. Hiccups don't exist. Hiccups do not exist. Hiccups do not exist. Okay. Eat a banana? Oh, from Madeline? I like bananas, actually. I used to eat bananas all the time. They're one of the fruits that I eat, like, constantly when I get to have them. Although, Neri cannot stand bananas, so I do not have them often. Because it would make him sick, to have them all the fucking time. To have them in the house all the fucking time. But yeah, I like bananas. Personally, big recommendation. I like having bananas a lot and then having like chocolate spread in the house. So then I can have bananas and chocolate spread on bread or on toast all the time. And I get my sweet, but also I'm actually eating something a little bit that has a little bit of health in it. You know? You know? Life hack. Eat a burger. A burger would be good. What kind of burgers do you guys get? What's your like default order when you go to a burger place? You're cooking a pizza for breakfast? You're cooler than me. I had instant ramen for breakfast, but it was one of my bulldog ones, the carbonara one that I normally have with milk and cheese, but we're out of milk, so I had it with water and cheese, and it was really sad. This is a lie. I'm exaggerating. Not the whole cheese thing. I am exaggerating because it was actually really yummy still, but you know. I just got a scam email on my phone. Huh. When I was 7, I thought bananas are cursed. Now I throw them out on the street and watch cars drive over them or do an exorcism. I had no way of predicting where that sentence would go since it started. Fascinating. You know what? Good for you. Yeah, I agree with you, actually. How do you do a banana exorcism? I'm really curious. Like, the throwing them on the street and watching cars run over them, I get. I'm sure it would have been funny. I probably would have done that as a kid if I played a little bit more Mario Kart. I would have just, like, you know, thought I could make them slip or something and then caused a car crash, and it would have been silly and fun to watch them explode and be mush. How the fuck do you... What does an exorcism for a banana entail? How does that work? How do you go about doing that? The best pizza is any pizza that has garlic sauce. True. I like to have pizza with like garlicky cheese stuffed crust. Chef kiss. And French fry pizza, I really want to try that. I should honestly just make it myself at this point. It wouldn't be that hard to make, but I really want to try. I think Rala Pantera from Hololive English Justice eats those, if I remember right. And I think it sounds really fucking yummy. You put the banana on the ground, then you put your hands together and just pray that the banana Why? Well, does it work? Did any of your bananas like disappear from existence? Did it work? I forgot to tell my good news. Anyway, good news, my crush liked me back. Oh, let's go! Don't worry. You don't have to worry too much about being a little off topic when we're just having Zatsus like this. I should have mentioned, I haven't answered anything. Also, forgive the silence I had for a sec. I'm dealing with something. But what was I gonna say? So today we are just chilling. We are just hanging out. I completely spaced out for a sec there. Oh my god. We are just hanging out. I didn't know what I wanted to do today. I stayed up pretty late last night doing some other stuff, and then I was like, man, I haven't planned what Monday is gonna be. I can't believe it's fucking Monday tomorrow. And I was supposed to do my actually infected art challenge start yesterday, but I didn't end up managing to do that because I felt sick. So I was like, today I'll see how I feel and we'll do something. Because normally Monday is our gaming time, but I don't know if I want to play. I might hop on like Roblox or something with you guys later. I might open my iPad in a bit and draw. I have no fucking clue, to be honest. We will see what happens. Whatever happen. But yeah, that's so awesome that your crush likes you back. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so happy for you. How did you confess? I'm curious. How did you find out? Pizza. Do you mean like cheese pizza? Yes, I do. I used to really like from Domino's. I used to really like this one pizza they did that was like 4 cheeses or something. Like you wouldn't have any tomato sauce in it even. It had like mozzarella and cheddar and like 50 billion other types of cheese in it. And it was just like dense as fuck. And it was so yummy. It was so good. In Truth or Dare, oh my god. Youth, childhood, adolescence, puberty, you're living the young life, finding out your crush likes you back through Truth or Dare. Oh my god. That's so cute. That's so cute. I'm very happy for you. Let me also change music. This is the chill one that I had the other day, but I kind of want a different one. Let's see what other ones I got. I got a lot of music. Hang on. What the fuck does Snowy sound like? Yeah, that one works. This one's very visual novel to me. You know what I mean? If I turned it up. Like this sounds like something you'd hear in like a classroom in a cute little visual novel, like in the first act of 𝘆cie, something like that. Like being like, today is the first day of my brand new life. I've never been to this high school before. I just transferred here recently. But the problem with this place is that it's all full of girls. I'm the only boy after they opened the school to be co-ed. I hope this doesn't make things awkward. I made my way to my classroom. The halls were confusing. You see what I mean? Do you see what I mean about this music? It's stupid that I have 3 Roblox alt accounts. What do you need alt accounts for on Roblox? I understand it in most games because I used to have like 5,000, honestly, actually countless Movie Star Planet alternate accounts because I'd use the free, because of the way that leveling got really hard after you'd played for like a week or 2 because they wanted you to get VIP stuff. But I was mostly focused on just making movies for myself, so I needed like items and backgrounds. What I would do is I would make constant new Movie Star Planet accounts every time I was broke, and then use whatever free items that they got within the first bit, level them up, just go through the normal level stuff that you can speed run in like an hour or maybe a day for the final stuff because they require you to like log in one day then log back in for a second for the end of their like free new player gifts. Speed run through all of the level stuff just to get the level where you unlock friends, and then add my main account as a friend and gift myself every single free item I had gotten for being a new player, and then use all the money that I'd gotten from the initial stuff to get whatever like background or item or thing I had wanted for myself and give it to myself. Or get like an animation that I wanted on that new account because I knew a little trick, like a bug you could do in Movie Star Planet in order to use other people's animations on whatever character you wanted in your movie, even if that character you were trying to put it on didn't have that animation. Do you have bottom teeth? Let's find out. My top teeth aren't even there. I only have 1 tooth when I cry. Well, it seems like a no. You see, the thing is, I'm like really broke. I can't afford bottom teeth, but I might be able to afford bottom teeth. If you like and subscribe and share the video 3 different ways with 5 people and also commission me on VJ. Meat! Meat attack. That's not getting me bottom teeth. I can't eat all that meat. I have no bottom teeth. How do you expect me to chew it? I've only got top teeth. That wheeze was my stupid baby cry. I'm good. My specialties with voice acting and stuff. Also, hi Crimson. I know the thing you mean. Oh yay, fish attack is fine. Don't eat all the fish. I just got them. Ah! Oh man. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I've had that before, Crimson, where YouTube only notifies me of a thing like half an hour into it. It's really fucking annoying. But you get used to it because this app sucks. But anyway. What I was gonna say. What was I gonna say? What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh yeah, my specialties with voice acting. My specialties with voice acting are two main things. I do have a few things I can do, but my main specialties are number one, hot sexy lady, the fucking Ara MILF. You guys have heard that. A lot of people actually knew that I voice acted specifically through watching me play Cage of Roses, and they got a lot of that there. Especially if they're like British transatlantic with it. I do a good Aglaya. But my other specialty is annoying ass children. I love voicing whiny children, stupid excited children. I love making stupid kid noises. Kids make so many noises. They make so many weird little noises. Kids and babies and toddlers, they just have so many fucking noises. So of course I can wheeze and cry like one as well. Like when one falls over something, just it's really fun. I highly recommend trying it. It's very therapeutic. Very cathartic. Sorry for your ears. I have food for them. What food you got? I know how to get mushroom cow on Moo. Oh, on that game you were talking about? How? Fuck you to me. I hate children whining. It's so annoying. I love kids. I mean, listening to kids whine and cry is, of course, annoying. Very much so. But I love kids in general. So I love making their stupid noises in voice acting. I think it's really fun. I think even the weird parts of kids are fun that they exist, you know? Because, like, even though listening to a kid scream and cry, especially if they're, like, not yours, like, say you're in a fucking airplane or something, horribly annoying. Listening to kids bug you over and over again for something like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Very annoying. Kids can be annoying and exhausting and hard to put up with and tiring, confusing. However, personally, when I'm not actively in the moment, I find that in itself about kids beautiful. I think they're just silly and fun. They're just experiencing life, you know? Everybody kind of needs to crash out. Kids just do it in a way that is very annoying once you've locked in and grown up. Like, I love all their stupid games. It just sound like Goomy. That doesn't sound like Goomy. Goomies don't like that. Goomy doesn't cry like that. You'll have a hard time making Goomy cry without doing it as a joke. But like, what was I gonna say? I love making all the stupid noises kids make as well. Like just voice acting something in a sentence and making it sound more like a little kid, and like all their stupid little sniffling noises because kids always have something going on. Their weird little laughs and giggles that they don't know how to control yet. I meant acting like a child. I mean, yeah, maybe. But see, the thing with Goomy is like, he's like childish on, this is one of my OCs, by the way. I'll talk about it in a sec. Goomy's like childish on purpose, yeah. But I think Goomy could definitely also voice act kids good. But most of the time, he's just being silly. He's just being silly. I have to draw for no reason at all. You don't need a reason to draw, so that's perfect. Draw just cause. Draw cause it's fun. Draw cause you feel like it. Just draw. Where's the voice acting I did for, hang on. There was a thing I voice acted briefly for a group called NetDream. They're a really cool independent net idol group. Like a virtual idol group. And I voiced in one of their little teaser trailers for their recent song, Pop Pop Paradise, as a little boy sibling for one of the characters. And that'll show what I mean about how I like doing stupid boy voices. I can actually probably show some of my outtakes if I have them still. Hang on. Is it in their shorts or in their videos? I think it's in their videos. No? Oh, wait, no, yeah, there it is. The Rainbow Burst teaser. Here you go. Let's do a watch along, guys. Hang on. There we go. Zero the one, zero the one, zero the one step. I don't know how loud this is gonna be. Probably really loud. Let me make sure it's not. You should be able to tell which one is me.
やっぱり実家が一番だよな。いろいろと忙しいけど、家族との時間も必須だね。
もうこんなに成長しちゃって。ライブとかちゃんとしたアイドル活動もたくさん頑張ってるでしょ。ノーアポでは最近うちのメロちゃんともあんまり時間を過ごせないわ。
そうそう。お兄ちゃんももう有名人で私たちのこと忘れちゃったらどうしようって思ってるんだよ。
そんなことないよ。僕の一番のファンを無視してどうする？
There I am.
じゃあ新しい歌聞かせてくれるの？
そうよ、はるくん。こそこそ練習とか作業とかしないでお母さんたちにも教えなさいよ。
そんなネタバレはダメだよ。でも一言で言ったら僕らの個性が出る曲かな。
やっぱり言ったでしょ。新しい歌は初恋のこととか。でも前にもアイスの曲あったっけ？でも私もアイスが好きだから。ダメ。ネタバレのはるか秘密だって言ってたからみくん聞かないよね。
はい、二人とも聞いて。
I liked voicing that line. I'll show you the outtakes for it if I haven't.
約束。
あら、なら楽しみにしてるわね。完成するのは待ち遠しいわ。
お母さんありがとう。
I'm the annoying little boy.
昨日服作っといてて千代ちゃんに伝えて。お兄ちゃんと一緒にアイドルやりたい。
はいマディのためなら何でも。
What we were watching was a teaser trailer for a song by an idol group called Net Dream. They're very cool. That was a teaser they did for one of their songs, and I voiced as the little boy in there because I was talking about the fact that one of my favorite voice types to do is annoying little kids. Let me see if I can find the outtakes of it. The one with dummy. I like doing stupid little kid ones. That's actually one of my favorite things to do in kids when they go like, with their words. It's so silly. Oh, I accidentally almost opened a second version of OBS instead of Audacity. That would not have been good. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I can see ooh in a super cringe way, lol. So can I. That's also one of my best traits. I can be really cringe with voice acting. I do it on purpose to bother people. I can go, well, like any of those stupid sound bites that you always hear on TikTok. Extreme nozzles bounces on you. Ooh, you so warm. Couldn't help but notice your ball trim across the floor. Nozzles your necky till they tilde hee hee. Unzips your banky ass pants with baby. You so must be. Take me home, pet me, and make me yours. And don't forget to stop me. See me like my little baby tail for your walty kisses and lickies your neck. I hope daddy likes nozzles and wazzles your chest. I be getting thirsty. Hey, I got a little itch. You think you can help me? Only 7 inches long. Oh, please stop me. Pausing your approach as I lick my lips. Oh, punish me, please. Gotta hit him with this furry shit. He don't see it coming. I'm gonna unsub. You've threatened that twice today. If I get you to do it 3 times, do I get like a discount or something? Do I get like a membership if I get it 3 times? Back with nuggies. What kind of nuggies? What was that face? Which one? I've got a lot of them. I've got like a whole bunch of faces. I got a lot. See, I'm very expressive. Do I have the files for that thing? Let me see. Where the fuck would I even have put it, actually? What folder would I put that shit in? Where the fuck? I bet I deleted the folder. Oh, I bet I deleted the folder, even though I'm really bad at deleting them normally. Am I still on the server? Projects. Ah. I found them. Hang on. Why did my music tweak out for a sec? I gotta go. My friend is asking about the project we're doing. I didn't start. Oh, bye. Good luck. I do not like pickles. I cannot stand pickles. I hate them really bad. But I respect that you like them. I understand vaguely. I don't understand in the sense that I see their taste and their smell and everything, and I'm like, that's fucking disgusting. But I respect that other people like them, and I can kind of see why other people would like their texture. I do not like anything about them though. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Yucky, 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 yucky. Blech. There we go, I found the things. I can just show the voice lines directly. Starting MS Paint Art to go and being excited for the next one. Yeah, I need to post the one that I did recently. I need to put my signature on it. I'll do that in a sec. Hi, Melamine, hello. Application audio capture. Aha! If I do this, does that work? Seems like it does. Hang on. I could have done this from the start instead of playing the whole thing, but I wanted to show you guys that it's NetDream because I love NetDream. I did so many takes of this line. I didn't realize. Oh my god. I did like 1 billion, dude. Because I giggled differently in so many of them. I love doing stupid little laughs and noises for little babies. Oh, that one's not very good. What's this one? There we go, that's enough. Yeah, I like voicing stupid kids. Speaking of OCs, I have so many with odd names. Same! I love when people make OCs with weird fucking names. I made an OC recently named Someone. They're one of my favorites now. I need to finish fleshing that out there to see. Oh! I said that I'd talk about Gumi, didn't I? I said that I said that I'd talk about Gumi because I was mentioning it with Crimson. Let's talk about one of my OCs, because this OC is actually one that I tend to use to represent my stuff a lot. Like, if any of you guys have followed me since before I started streaming, you probably saw this OC as my profile picture for a long time for this one drawing that I did of them. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? I think I have Gumi's normal ref. No, I only have TB's ref. What? Why don't I? What? Okay, let me go look in my drive. But Gumi is an OC that I used to use sort of as my Sona. Like, originally it was actually based on my Pony Sona from MLP. I had a Pony Sona, then I changed it to a whole separate OC that was still my self-insert but wasn't directly me IRL, and then like changed it around a little bit. There was a time when this OC was called Creative Blast, and then a time when this OC was called Gumdrop Swirl, once I thought the creative thing was kind of cringe. And then later in life I remade them as 2 OCs, as a funky little weird scientist and their weird little robot, where the scientist was called Gumi, first, like based on the Gumdrop Swirl plot, and the robot was called CRTV, or TV for short, for the creative, because they're a CRT TV. They're a little TV head. Drive, can you open so I can get the refs? But for a while I used these ones to like represent me when I didn't have this, like the design that you guys see now yet. I hadn't taken this form yet. So I used to use these 2. They still kind of, in my head, they're still kind of representatives of Emmy. They're kind of like mascots rather than Emmy myself, you know? Where is the thing of them both? There's TB. Where's Gumi? There's Gumi. Where is the rendered thing of Gumi? Rendered colored art. There it is. I should do more of this. That one Inktober I did was so peak and I never followed it up. I really need to finish art more. I have so little finished art. But here they are. Here's Gumi. Here's Gumi. Here's Gumi. This is the OC that Crimson was talking about. You can kind of see already how this used to be like the Emmy self-insert before I just started using my full cow alien glorious self. You know? It's kind of the same guy. So since Gumi still kind of has all of the Emmy factors in, I use them still as like a mascot representing myself. They're a weird little fucking scientist. Primarily, they're a roboticist. They use any pronouns, by the way, so you can call them anything. Primarily, she's a roboticist, but she just kind of does shit. She likes making robots, like making weird little gizmos and gadgets. She's kind of like, do any of you guys know Michael Reeves? She's kind of like Michael Reeves if he looked like Rainbow Dash threw up on a moified anime girl. Yeah. That's kind of what's going on with her. I need to redo her design actually, because I think it could be more. This was like the silliest I got with it at the time, but it can be much, much sillier nowadays. And I did a little while ago. I just forgot about that. I started refreshing his design a while back, but I wonder if I can still find it. Gumi. Yes, I did some refreshes, but I don't think I have the full file of when I changed Gumi around, because I think their design needs to get sillier. I think it needs to get funkier, and I don't like the old one because I have sillier art now. And as it is, this is actually a tip that I recommend for people when they're working with OCs and they're struggling to draw them a lot. If you're struggling to draw one consistently, or you find just like physically, like the feeling of it, the process of drawing the OC you're drawing hard, it doesn't come to you naturally and it's when you need to draw a lot, then I think you should scratch it and restart. Even if it looks okay in the finished product, if it doesn't feel natural for you to draw it, then it is not good. Which it sounds mean, but I promise that sounds meaner than I'm actually intending it to be, and you gotta let me finish. If I can get this fucking image to save, where the fuck did that even go? It went into my fan art folder? That's the wrong folder. Hang on. There we go. There's a more recent Gumi design. So Lord, I'm the Soulmate doc that I spent days working on. You just gotta find another thing to use them for. Find another universe. Make an ORP server or something. But yeah, Gumi will look more like that in the future. But so the thing with Gumi's old design that I was saying is, like, with OCs, with any characters, with designs, they've got to serve you well for their purpose and not just look pretty when they're finished. And that sometimes comes more obviously in regards to things being over detailed, right? Where like a character will have a bunch of cool details and make them look really awesome, but you need to draw them over and over again, so the cool details are not a good idea. Whereas maybe if you're drawing something one time, if it's a specific individual piece, or say if it's like a 3D character, like that's how characters in things like Genshin and Honkai can get away with being so detailed, even though they also can because they have big fuck-ass studios that they can spend a bunch of money on. When they're 3D models moving around a lot of the time, it's like all of that gets modeled once and then used forever. They're not in 2D animation where where every single detail has to be drawn constantly, at least not yet. So that's an obvious part that a lot of people know. But I think also if it just doesn't feel good to draw, if it doesn't come intuitively to you, obviously that doesn't mean you should always stay inside your comfort zone. You should try with designs and learning new things that you can. But if like, if drawing it does not feel good, try again. Like with Gumi's old design here, it's kind of hard to explain because this is a thing you'll kind of get through your own intuition. But with Gumi's old design here, as much as I mostly liked it, I felt a lot of the time that when I went to draw their bangs, I couldn't figure out how to do it right. I was like, okay, I drew a little face here, but I don't know, drawing their bangs, like why is it so square here? It's kind of weird to make it square, and they're round here, but their face doesn't feel silly. Like as I was drawing it, I physically didn't like the process. It looked fine at the end, but I was like, I don't know, the bangs kind of don't flow anywhere, and when I feel it with my hand, I do not like it. So I tried again, and I was like, okay, well, when I draw this, I feel like it should swoop around here. It feels nicer to swoop around here. That feels more natural. Whereas for the other one, I'd constantly have to sketch it, erase it, sketch it again, sketch a little bit, erase it, try and get the right shape back that looks like the ref, and then by the end of it, everything's gonna be stiff because I don't have my own flow for it, my own shorthand, which means that every single piece I do with this character character is gonna come out stiff from then on. So for this one, it's changed to just go with the flow, to go with whatever I like. And then I got a design that's more silly anyway, because I got to experiment more, because I was more comfortable. Yay! Their eye shape was a big contributor to this as well. The one I have at the moment is really silly, where their eyes are all like lidded and stupid, but if you want to see their glosses, they look like they're really wide open, and they can be open, but Gumi's just lazy. But in this one, it's like this eye shape was fine, but I found it really hard to draw, and I was always changing it. Therefore, it means it needs to go. But where's the creature? Where's Gumi's creature? The creature's creature. Where's Frankenstein's Frankenstein? Neri would shoot me for that. I made and finished 3 drawings in one day. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, you're doing better than me. I draw very slowly. I know you guys, sometimes people seem to think that I draw fast when they see me on stream doing certain stuff, but there's like parts of things that I can do faster than people who haven't been drawing as long as I have. But overall, in regards to most other people at the same point in their art journey as I am, even though it's a very personal thing, so I shouldn't compare that way often, I am very slow. I'm slow from my own standards, I guess is what I want to say. I would like to be drawing more, finishing more often by now. Where did I put TB? TB is actually my favorite design and hasn't changed, even though I need to change some tiny little details. This is TB. This is Gumi's robot. Look at them. I love TB. I love TB. I need to change some little things about them. I think their design's kind of inconsistent at the moment, and I want it to be sillier shaped. But I love TB. I would love to like cosplay as TB. I'd love to cosplay Gumi as well. But I like TB. It would be so fun to walk around in like a mech suit built like this, you know? Little creature. This is Gumi's little companion. Aw, yeah, see? TB's so cute. I love TB, and the color palette on TB came out nicer as well. They have the same Emmy color palette of like pink and teal and yellow, like pink and cyan and teal and yellow, you know, and then like maybe like a white mix in there, even though a normal me has black or purple. And Gumi actually has purple as an accent now, but TB has like a pastel version of Gumi's bright ones. They're so scrunkly, right? I need to use these guys more, because what I intended to do after I decided to just use my normal alien cow self for streaming is that I was gonna, and for content in general, I was gonna use these guys as mascots. So you will end up seeing them a lot, eventually. You sure will. Especially because they're normally, they're kind of like some of my go-tos to draw when I want to draw like anything. I'm like, okay, I've got a prompt to draw for fucking Inktober or something, which I'll show you in a sec. Or I got a doodle on something, but I've only got like 10 minutes, but I want a doodle. Then it's often Gumi and TB. I love them. I love them so much. TB, by the way, if it wasn't clear on there, is on little like roller skates, just kind of built into the thing. It's kind of like they're on like, they're on wheels. They can skate around and everything. The tail is mostly for aesthetics, even though it is also their plug. I don't know why I'm saying that. TB is it, because it's just a creature. It's barely a guy. And its face can change to fucking anything. It's half the time not a face. Gumi would, in fact, easily, constantly, actually, probably have the overstim chamber. Have the overstim chamber on TB's face. Definitely. I need to like take a screenshot of the overstim chamber like this and put it on TB, because that would be entirely lore accurate. Gumi is the most brain-rotted little freak that you've ever met. They just do shit and then just start shit and always end up in a situation. They make stuff just for funsies. They have the ability to like save the world and make supercomputers and rockets and I don't know, discover the cure for cancer or something, maybe probably if they fucked around and got into biology for a week. But they just use it to make fun stuff that they think is cool. And most of the time think is funny. But yeah, TV's a little guy. TV's a little guy. I love this little guy. These guys, yeah, they're kind of my mascots. You'll probably see them around on the channel. Like, if you guys follow any other art channels, you'll know a lot of them always end up with, like, a few OCs that like, represent them. Like, my beloved goat, Ginger Ninja OWO, has their, Prisma... that's Prisma's my thing. Prism. Prism characters, and especially Apollo, who represents them. Hee little spider, little spider. This is the thing I was gonna mention, was like one of the only rendered pieces I've done of Gumi, even though this is in that design and not the newer one. This Inktober piece. If any of you guys followed me before, or saw me around before I started streaming, you probably saw it through this image. I'm not gonna lie, this is like still one of my best pieces. And it was just like my day one Inktober, and then everything else I did for Inktober. Actually, no, I think it might have been day 2. Because I did myself for one of the days. Whatever. But it was it last year or the year before? I think it was the year before last. But I don't remember. This is still one of my best pieces. It came out so silly and I really liked it. Oh, it must have been like the year before last, or even like 3 years ago, actually. Because now I think about it, I remember drawing this and being on... I think I was on PC at the time. Like I was drawing with a tablet and also my computer. Or maybe I just did some effects on my computer. I don't know. Either way, I like this, and it was very silly. I was combining Blacktober and Inktober prompts. I like to combine multiple Inktober prompts when I do them. And that one was witch and zombie, so I used Gumi to make into like a little scientist witch zombie thing. I really like this one. It was really fun. It was fun to do those colors and put all the stupid stickers on. And I have yet to surpass it. But it was also really fun to do the thick lines. I like how this came out. Bleh, bleh, bleh. I'm gonna eat the screen. Gumi's gonna eat you guys. Bleh. Would you let this creature make you a prosthetic? Be honest. Be honest right now. Would you let it? Among Us sticker. Yes, there's an Among Us. They have a little spider hair clip. They have a star sticker over there. There's an Among Us. There's a heart. There's a pumpkin. There's an eye. There's a little alien spaceship. They've got a little cat ring. They've got a froggy watch. There's a lollipop down here. Something over there. They've got some candy. Their pansexual pin. A little moon. They've got an Enderman. They've got a Sims plum bob. There's some kind of gumball. There's a little goss. There's a big fat bat. There's candy corn. There's a... I actually forgot about the emoji. There's that stupid cry, laughing, wheezing, fucked up emoji. There's a little broken heart. There's another star. There's a little skull ring. They've got their candy bracelet. They always have a candy bracelet on, even when they're not in the zombie mode. They always have a candy bracelet on because they like to chew on it to stim, but they chew on it and lick on it while they're like doing work and then don't take it off. So it's always just kind of sticky. It's really gross. And they're making magic. Yay. Okay, let me get these off the screen. Holy shit, it's already 4. We've only been doing this for like half an hour. Oh my god. Sure, unless they're the reason I lost a limb. I mean, hey. You already said sure. You did not, I did not say there would be any other disclaimers or clauses acknowledged, so that means that counts. That counts. You said sure, you do not get to have any other opinion on it. It does not matter. It's irrelevant whether Gumi is the reason that you lost a limb in the first place. Gumi is the one making you the prosthetic, and what I asked is if you would let Gumi make you a prosthetic. No? Therefore, if you would, yes, and it's fine. That's irrelevant to the question. Whether or not Gumi is the reason you lost the limb is irrelevant to the question. And also, in a situation where you might lose a limb from something Gumi was doing, they would definitely make you sign some kind of contract first. So it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. You know, actually, speaking of Gumi and TV being mascots, I originally had it as part of my lore that I was going to tell you guys, instead of just saying that I eat the entire universe and everything just happens, that Gumi and TV, like Gumi like created me. I was going to go all meta with it and have that be the reason because, you know, Gumi's a scientist and everything. I'm some weird little fucking alien thing. It would make a little sense. But I decided against it. I was like, okay, no, I'll just be honest. I just fucking exist as a concept higher than you could possibly understand. But I don't know. Maybe I can start, maybe I could start telling guys that I hang out with Gumi. That would work. I don't know. Shit, maybe someone like Gumi would be able to understand everything that's fucking going on with me and figure out how to fix it when I have dimension lag. Maybe I should get Gumi to give me top surgery. Maybe I should get Gumi to give me bottom surgery. Gumi would do that. Gumi isn't even a surgeon, but I'm sure they'd figure out a way. Gumi would use that fucking, that surgery table that Michael Reeves made. Where he like made a giant surgery robot for himself, which is like strapping a knife to a thing, and you like hover his hand over, and it goes bong 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 bong, and it breaks the whole table. Gumi would use that and then give you bottom surgery. I mean, both work. I just think bottom surgery is funnier. Free bottom surgery. You just have to be a test subject first and sign 50 different legal clauses. You just have to read this disclaimer. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. You still get the free bottom surgery. You know? Didn't say it would be good. Okay, maybe let's play something. Do you guys want to play Roblox? You guys want to play Roblox? I kind of want to play Roblox because Monday is normally our gaming time. As much as I'm happy having it be our yapping time, I kind of want to play something too. But I don't know what to play, so I might just hop on Roblox and look for something stupid. I don't know if I'll play something you guys can play with. I mean, you can in pretty much any game. But give me 1 second. Then I am gonna refill my juice really quickly. And also probably change the title screen or the title of the stream or something. And then we will play Roblox. So I will be right back in like 5 minutes. Mwah. Wait. While I'm gone, while I'm getting juice, you guys have to. I need to give you a task. I forgot to give you a task. You guys have to come up with like a word for every letter of my name. You can't use the same word twice. Go.
Let's go. Open up. It's time for parkour.
Okay. Let me open Roblox. I don't know what is going on with Roblox right now, but I played it yesterday with a friend briefly, and that was relatively okay. So we will see how it goes. I'm just gonna find something stupid to play for a little bit past time anyway, because I want to play something. Monday is gaming day. Oh, now you want to get out, Shog. Exactly like I said. And if I come over there to open that for you, instead of you scratching it, you're gonna get upset and you're gonna hide again, aren't you? Yeah, I know how it is, Shog. I know you. Oh, I still got the Daipan text and everything over here. There we go. I also need to change model. Hang on. Hi, Shogo. I see you. I see you, Shog. I see you trying to get out. And you see how that's not working? You see how that's your fault? Roblox cannot be captured using game capture. Fuck you. Hang on, let me get the camera. Shoko! Stop! If you want me to open the door, you can't go under when I open it. Go! Run! Shoko! You were scratching it right before! You are so stupid! Hang on. Go, you go. There you go. There we go. Okay, anyway. Aside from dumb cat. Why is my desk making that noise? Hang on. Okay, what am I gonna play? I'm gonna find something to play because it won't let me capture Roblox while it's just open. Oh, I should go and spray paint. That's what I should do. As long as there's no slurs in it. That's one of my favorites. Mate. I'm gonna check that there's no swastikas. Okay, I don't see weird things in the server, so let me show you guys. But I have to make this a different type of game capture. My voice chat is off, yeah. Hang on. Wow. Let's switch the music. I'm gonna put on our lo-fi music from the study streams, actually. Where is it? Hang on. Study BGM day. Okay, that is what it's called. Mate. What? Why can't I find it? Why can't I find my... Do not mind that. Don't mind all of that. I also just realized, is the stream latency on? Oh, that's why! That is why it's taking so long for you guys to reply to things. My latency is higher than usual. I noticed it and I was like, what? Normally, there's supposed to be like a 5 seconds between when I say things and when you guys hear it. I didn't realize that YouTube fucked up my latency and now it's on lower. I am so sorry. Everything I say takes about 20 seconds to get to you guys now rather than 5. But I can't change it. So, we will. Anyway. That might be loud. Is it not loud? No, it's not loud. Turn that up a bit. Okay, and let's put some text on the screen. You guys can join, by the way. If you don't know, I will put my Roblox user in chat. At the moment, I'm playing Spray Paint, a game where you just draw. Now we can draw and game. I can draw with my mouse. It's both. It's and just chat. It's all of the things that I wanted to do today. I'll change the stream title in a sec as well. Where's the... There is my name for you guys. Do you guys like my avatar, by the way? Isn't it cute? Isn't it cute as fuck? I need to make the window smaller so you can see everything. If everyone's voting them, then I'll support them because they probably are. I used to play this game for just like hours on end. Oh, my computer's running low on storage. That's concerning. I used to play this game for just like hours on end on my own all day. But a pro tip for this is that as much as it can be hard to vote people out, there's a little voting system in order to get rid of people who grief in here so that they don't just like, you know, scribble over all of your stuff. I have some... Oh, I see where the issue lies. Oh, there's a lot of griefers in this server. Okay, hang on. I will join another one quickly. Custom servers. Interesting. Hang on. I still have my friend request pending. Oh, really? Hang on, let me add it. What is your username? Is it still Block Emerald or is it something else? It's called Connections now, right? I think that's really stupid. Are you 𝘆cie𝘂𝗿? I should probably add all of these people, but I get added by random people when I play new games. And I don't know how for them are. Game. Okay, yeah, 𝘆cie𝘂𝗿. Cool. If anyone else was in that list, feel free to tell me. Let's try again. Oh, the BGM is really loud, isn't it? Sorry. I just realized that it looked like it was loud on your end. How's this server look? That's a 6-7. That's some squares. That is ping. Let's try another one. This happens a lot. Actually, didn't I get VIP for this game? Hang on. Why can't I move? What? What? For some reason, me clicking anything is currently toggled to the... What? I would love it if Roblox worked. Anytime I clicked any of the keys, it was just controlling the menu. Yeah, I'm watching... I was just chatting on my phone. Yay! Oh, you're watching on Switch? Wow! I never really watched stuff on my Switch. I used to. Before I had PC all the time. I need to play on my Switch more. Okay, once this loads... It's letting me move again. Is this full of griefers? Looks like it probably is. I can't tell if they're just doing that though. That is 𝘆cie𝘂𝗿, okay. What I was gonna say is I think... Did I buy Pro? Fucking me likes. Need likes? You need likes? I thought you just bought it. I need to get likes on my art? Oh my god, okay. That's really annoying. What are the custom servers? Let's go find out what these are like. I apologize again if the music was loud. It seems different between these few songs, and when we're on study, I normally have it really quiet. Oh, I forgot to change the stream's title. YouTube isn't working now. Why is nothing on my computer responding? Oh dear. Okay, custom server. Does that mean there's less evil? It does! Yay! You can draw whatever. Okay, yeah, so in this game, you just draw with a little spray paint. And it's really silly. I don't know what all this stuff is. Did they change around the map? Oh! There's sewers now. Gross. I think there's supposed to be lore. I have a feeling that's related to Halloween. Tell when I can join now. You should be able to join now as long as it lets you in. I am in what is apparently a custom server, but I just kind of went to the server browser and found one called Celeste server. Where do I want to draw? I used to like drawing around these corners, but they can also be kind of hard to zoom out your camera in, but it's also nice to be by yourself. Let's... I could draw in a big... Well, I mean, but I can try to find a custom. Yeah, it's called Celeste server if it lets you find the custom. Because there only seems to be a few in here. Currently has 11 people in it. Because I don't like drawing in a super public space. Oh, wow, that's really cool. Oh, the art over here is so cute as well. This is why I like this game. It's really cool to just go around and see everybody's art and their different ways of creating it. Look at all their different art styles. Look how cute this is. This landscape, these guys are creating. Oh, they're like standing on the water with their shadow. That's so cool. On a beach. Oh, and there's like water all around them. That's so awesome. This anime girl is very cute. These people are so goated. They're so cool. There's a free run over there. I love seeing people at different stages of their journey with art too. Let's draw over here. I like to draw a little bit to myself. I don't know what I'm gonna draw. Should we draw me? Should we draw me? Let's draw me. All the visuals for everything have changed a little bit since I last played this. Let me get rid of the server list. I gotta remember how to go about all of this. That's kind of red for Emmy, but it works. That's also a little wide for Emmy, but it still works. Label. I'm gonna erase a lot of this as I go. Oh my gosh, everything's lagging. Oh dear. My PC seems to be having issues, and if it has a bunch of issues, we may have to cut today off a little early, but we'll see how it goes. It's mostly just out soon today anyway. It really doesn't like the eraser, huh? You know, now that I think about it, Block Emerald, they really do look like cat ears before I've drawn much of the rest of me, don't they? You're right. Yeah, it's kind of nice to chill and chat with this game. What do I chat about? Because once again, I've mostly been thinking about Mighty Most lately. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I didn't realize I was blushing. It's mostly been Mighty. It's mostly been Mighty. I've been considering, earlier I tried out a test of drawing Mighty's markings, like his tattoos, on myself. I'm so slow at drawing now because I haven't been in here in ages. Of drawing Mighty's markings on myself, like the one he has on his chest. I do them with lipstick. It was very difficult. It's really difficult to draw a shape like that when you have to do it in a mirror or something, so you see it backwards, which means you mostly have to look down at yourself. But looking down at yourself also obstructs your vision because, like, my neck is there, you know, my chin is there, but that stuff goes up to his neck. So I have to look in the mirror for the fine details of where to place it on my neck. But then being in the mirror is what makes it tricky because you can't get the directions right. Unless, I don't know, you're just goated at looking at yourself backwards. I'm not. But it kind of looked really cool. I've really wanted for a while to get a tattoo, or at least I've wanted to be the kind of person who has one day. Does that make sense? It's not like I've been aching for one lately, like in any specific amount of time, but it's just something that's been on my mind that I feel like I should have one, and I really want to have something that's colorful and creative. Like, for example, if I was any more into Howl's Moving Castle, I've always thought that getting something of like the way they draw like stars and stuff in that would look so good, but it's not really my thing. I'm not, as much as I love that movie, I don't think I'd want it tattooed. It doesn't mean something to me as deeply as that. But something like that. Or I considered, while I was in my K-pop Demon Hunters fixation, which, mind you, I still love K-pop Demon Hunters with all of my heart, but, you know, while I was in the depths of the super hyper fixating where I couldn't think about anything else for the first few weeks, I considered getting Rumi's markings, not all over my body like she has. That would be a pain. And that would be much too much money and much too much work, especially all colored in like that. Oh god, it would hurt so bad and take so long. And it would kind of take over my whole self, which also defeats the point of it. But like a little something, maybe on like one of my arms or like on my back. I think I've always kind of wanted a back tattoo. That's been one of the places I've always thought about. When I was younger, I used to, I should mention, it is, in fact, if you're noticing a trend so far, you are correct. All of the tattoos that I've thought about throughout my life have been nerd ones. I don't really have many thoughts of generic tattoos because it's just kind of hard to think of something. And I don't want something generic. I want something that means a lot personally to me, but a lot of what I am is a fan of all the other things. But anyway, when I was younger, I used to want the fairy tale emblem tattooed on like my shoulder. Like, I'm so glad I didn't. As much as fairy tale is still nostalgic to me and is still not bad, I'm glad I didn't do that and make it that kind of permanent change, because it is not something that I'm into like that anymore. But it was my life at the time. And this is why it's hard, because picking something that's based on one of your interests like this, I pressed undo there and I forgot that doesn't work because I'm not in MS Paint right now. Okay, well, it keeps crashing. Oh no, that sucks. I'm so sorry. Well, I hope you can chill and enjoy watching anyway. What was I gonna say? The hard thing about doing something where it's like a reference to something, it's from some kind of media, is that you really have to make sure that you're gonna like it. I mean, tattoos in general, you want to make sure there's something you're gonna like, and you never fully know how much you'll change your mind on a tattoo, unless you change your mind on anything, because you grow a lot. But with it being references to things, it's real tricky. Oh, it did say that you were joining the experience. My private service payment named Depression. Oh no! It's really tricky. You got to make sure you're still gonna like it, and also, more specifically, you got to make sure that it's like, it's not something you're gonna regret liking. Does that make sense? Like, as much as fairy tale wouldn't have been the worst thing, there's like for example, there was one time, as much as I never would have done this because I didn't like it that bad, I did fixate on South Park for like 2 months one time and watched the entire thing. Like I wanted to try watching it just because I'd seen a bunch of funny little clips, and it was something that all my brothers used to watch when I was younger, but I was never allowed to. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll find out what the hype is about. I'm just going to experience this. And then I fixated on it, and it was all I thought about. And I watched through the whole thing in like a month or two, and did every single media that existed for it. I never would have gotten a South Park tattoo or anything. I was not that deep into it. However, if I had let a hyperfixation like that overtake me just because I liked it for a couple months, like, that would have been bad, you know? I would not have liked to have a South Park tattoo on my body later. There's a lot of things about it that are fine, but that is not something I want to be represented by. So you have to make sure you're not going to regret liking it. But it's also hard if something is new to tell if it's going to... I mean, I don't think you should do everything out of fear of something being problematic later, but I don't know. You got to make sure it's not going to make you look like a different kind of person to the one you want to be. That's why I haven't done the K-pop Demon Hunters thing yet, even though it's the most sure I've been about any of these ideas. Like, I was pretty sure, like, I'm like, yeah, you know what? If I was gonna do a weeb tattoo, that one, I would be happy with that one. I would love that. That would be so cool. And it's, like, exactly fits all the things that I want, all the patterns that I like. I think that's pretty good. Oh, that line is way too small. There's also a bad shade of pink. But the reason I haven't done it yet is I was like, at the time that I thought about it, I was like, okay, this movie's been out for like a couple weeks. This media is so fresh, but also so big that anything could happen from now. You know, they're talking about potentially getting live actions. Blah, I'm so glad they didn't end up doing that. Potentially getting live actions, getting sequels, getting like TV shows, spin-offs, stuff like that. I'm gonna wait until I see how more of that goes, because if I get this and then in like a year, I don't know, maybe it becomes full of like some fucking AI slop TV show that says horrible things that I don't want people to recognize me for and like to have represent me, then that would be awful. I've got to wait a while. That's kind of what I said to myself. I was like, yeah, if in like, I don't know, like a year or two, I still love K-pop Demon Hunters just as much, and the media hasn't been ruined for me, then I'll get it. I'll get Rumi's marking somewhere. It's raining outside, and I'm very much enjoying that. I like when it's raining while I'm doing stuff indoors, especially if it's like drawing and chatting and stuff and hanging out with you guys. It's peaceful. Boom, boom, boom. I forgot how to draw myself for a sec. I gotta give myself eyes. Let's get this color back. Let's put another layer in between these two, but I might change that later. I try not to use too many layers when I do this, but I didn't realize layers existed at all at first, and that was really my detriment. Because since the way that this draws is kind of just placing a bunch of dots subsequently, rather than actually having one smooth line. Hang on. If you do everything, like all your coloring on one layer, it'll kind of just, it can only go so far. They can only shove so many pixels on top of each other. This face is a little bit janky, but it's whatever. Let's erase some of that. There we go. That's more like it. Have any of you guys considered getting a tattoo before? I don't know. It's I don't know how some people make the decision, so I don't want to say willy-nilly, I guess. I know they still put a lot of thought into it, but I don't know how some people have so many tattoos and be like, oh yeah, I got this one on this like one trip one time, just cause I got this one name, here's some flower or something, and I'm like, really? Damn. Like, I mean, it looks like the thing you got looks cool, but like I want to know what it means to you. I want to know what it is. You feel me? I want to be able to yap about something with you. I want any tattoo I have to have real meaning, and I want it to be colorful and silly and bright. I want to be able to like look at myself in the mirror and see some kind of crazy amount of color on me, like with Rumi's markings and stuff. Especially when in Rumi's markings case, it's perfect because it kind of symbolizes, you know, being yourself and embracing yourself and all your flaws. I want to be able to look at myself in the morning and see something like that and have the reminder of what it means, and also just look at myself and be full of color. That's part of why I like so many colorful things and decora and stuff like that, and have so much stuff in my room. It's even aside from just the fact that I'm like, yeah, it's pretty and it's cool. I like the stimulation constantly of it. I like life to be colorful. I want life to be magic and colorful and feel like I'm living in a Barbie movie sometimes. I don't want to separate myself from reality, but I want reality to be a bit more magical, because why not? Literally, what's stopping me? I tried to draw you. Oh, did you? Did you manage to join the thing, or in your private one? It's like I'm scrapping it. Well, maybe you should just keep going and try something else silly. Or instead of scrapping it, you could just draw another thing somewhere else. Sometimes keeping your initial drafts instead of being mad at yourself is nice, because you can see how far you've come once you get to the end. This is a janky little smile, but that works. I look such a baby here. This is like a little baby Emmy. Look at me. Look at my stupid little face. I'm like 3 years old. Bro looks like he was born yesterday. Bro doesn't even know what taxes is. Bro doesn't know 2 + 2. Bro doesn't know why the sky is blue yet. That's crazy. Okay. Let's get some colors. I kind of wish I could like put a clipping layer on this and change it to be all pink, but that's not something I can do. What is that? Oh, it's a line tool. What is this? What is that? What? I do not understand what this box is. Oh, interesting. You draw on like a specific pixel grid with it. That is very interesting. I gotta use that in the future. Okay, yeah, I kind of wish I could change all these lines to pink, but to do that I have to draw straight over them. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna draw straight over them. I accidentally made that invisible. Pro tip for any of you guys that do play this game, by the way, if you especially a tip for if you ever get like griefed by people, not only should you use layers in general, but even try to keep like at least try not to use your maximum straight away. You don't need many, even though you want to use at least a couple so that your colors don't get all mixed up into one big blob of pixels. But the reason I say don't use all of them is if someone comes over to grief you, you can just move yourself onto a higher layer than them and it saves you a lot of pain. You can also vote kick people out, but while you're in the process of waiting for that and just trying to work on what you work on, if you move onto a higher layer than someone, the most you'll see is maybe a little bit of their pixels glitching through yours, rather than your whole piece being covered up and being unable to work on it. And then you can just try and keep bowling, keep vote kicking them and everything until it works. And don't let them get as much of a reaction and as much torment out of you. If you don't let it ruin your day, then they'll get bored and move on. And then you can get rid of them. Let's put this up here. Okay, now for this one, I want to get rid of all those brown lines that I drew. Hello! Hi, Uno! We were chatting and yapping, and now we're still chatting and yapping, but also we're playing Roblox, so feel free to chat about anything, because this is technically kind of still just a Zatsu stream, because I'm just drawing in Roblox. Did I get rid of all the brown? Yeah, I did. Or at least I got rid of enough of it. What is that song from? What is that song from? I was listening to a karaoke recently. I think it was Niji one. I was listening to a karaoke stream from some VTubers I like recently, and one of them sung that song that goes like daydream, but I don't actually know what it's from, or there's a chance that I do and just forgot. But they, like, all I think of when I hear it is I used to watch a Love Live, like, subtitles for songs channel that would always have that as their outro theme. And I used to download the songs for myself to listen to from that channel. And it was really fucking annoying to me all the time because I'd download the song and I'd be, like, listening to the file, like, when I was younger and didn't know how else to go about this, didn't have a streaming service, and listen to the file. And then at the end, it'd always have, so come I thought daydream, or what the fuck ever. Confused me. Hi, Tyler the Creator. Oh, thank you for the gifted Uno. Yippee! Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have bad news. The hard jacket is buckling. It's plastic leather. Oh no, that sucks. What the hell? That sucks. I'm so sorry. I don't know what Tyler the Creator is drawing. Okay, what do I have on this layer? Oh, they're saying they like it. People are really sweet in this game when you let them be. Okay, let's color into here. This is part of why I love playing this game as well. I like talking to people and letting them know that I like their art. And when they come over to me, you just kind of get to have a little shared space. It's like being in like a little, like an art class or something with less pressure. I wonder if I can salvage the patches. I hope so. I'm sure that there's, if you look online, I feel like there's got to be some kind of life hack people have for helping these kind of, the helping jackets like this survive. But I do not know it, but that really fucking sucks. I hope there is, because your jacket's so cool. She wants up by thrifting a bunch of cool shit. Nice! What did you get? What did you get? What did you get? What are your spoils of war? I should make this brush bigger. I don't think I like that shade of pink there. I think this whole eye looks a little bit strange. Okay, that's fine. I really cannot say the word fine without thinking of finen. I always just, I say like, okay, yeah, fine. And then my brain goes, none, finen of 𝘆cie, like from hit game 𝘆cie 𝘂𝗿, like from Amphorius, where Midamos is. Finen of 𝘆cie, who's fucking Midamos. You're talking about Midamos? This is a Midamos conversation? I want to change this to a different shade of pink. This is a Midamos conversation? I love Midamos. I can't believe I fixated on Midamos this bad. Mind you, when I first started it, I was like worried that there was a chance that I wouldn't like him as much as I thought, because I was getting into HSR and also specifically Amphorius at a friend's suggestion. Like their request, kind of. In order to play him. That's a little bit more desaturated than I wanted. I'm gonna try again. And I was like, okay, I'm sure I'll find a way to like this guy, but I don't know if I'll like him that much. I don't know if he'll be like RP level likable for me. I should really just use this pink that I have up here, because that's supposed to be the same color as my eyes, but it's a really intense one that I picked. So I'm unsure about it. Is that the same color? Yeah, it is. I'll use it anyway. But then look at me. Look at me now. I've got a little Mighty plushie. I was practicing drawing Mighty's tattoos on my fucking boobs earlier so I can cosplay him sometime. I RP Mighty. I talk about Mighty every single fucking stream. He's so perfect. I love him so much. That is love of my life. That's my wife. That's my husband. That's my boyfriend. That's my girlfriend. That's my everything. Posted to me. Yay! I'll go look at it later. I'm really looking forward to it. The theme I had in my head was black cat, so I thrifted only old black clothes with lean towards more athleisure, because cat. Oh, that's cool. Oh my god, you're like a sneaky black cat, like Cypher, like Cyphera from Amphorius, from 𝘆cie 𝘂𝗿, from where Midamos is, like from the Chrysosaur of trickery, like the Chrysosaur from one of the Calamity Titans, like Midamos, like the Titan of Strife, Midamos. But yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love going shopping or thrifting like that, and having like a little theme of stuff to find. I think it makes a really fun little challenge. These are gonna be way closer shades of pink than they're normally meant to be, but whatever. We're being silly anyway. Your obsession with Mighty is so funny. Yeah. It just overtook me. It just overtook me, and I love him with all of my life. That is my man, and also he's me, but also like not me. I don't like kin him. I wouldn't call Mighty my kin in the way that I'd call anyone else that's on my kin list, but there are parts of me that I see in him, you know, except I can't normally explain them very well because they're most obvious in my personal specific portrayal of him, or like my, you know, my interpretation of him. But when you're just looking at regular him, you're like, there's no Emmy in there. Are you kidding? If I was doing this on a normal software, I would probably change the color of the line art by now so I could have more variation with these pinks, and also make the pink I used for the eyes and ears and stuff lighter. But I'm not, so we're just gonna bowl, and I'll just draw some other colors on top of the line art later. Why not? That little skateboard noise is kind of annoying. Bro, you can say something like cat and you'll somehow turn into Mighty. That's what I did! That's literally what I just did! Because, you know, I'm normal. I'm just normal, you know? I'm normal. I'm a normal person who likes him like a normal amount, pretty much, is what I'm saying. You feel me? You feel me? Like, if you think about it, I like him a normal amount because the normal amount that anyone should like Mighty is obsession, is screaming. Because fine, in a 𝘆cie, I would probably tell you he likes Mighty a normal amount if you asked him in regular canon timeline. And he goes around talking about how absurd and ludicrous his body is. Just saying. Just saying. And like, do you really think it should be normal for people to only like Mighty enough to like just know who he is? I think what normal should be obsessed with him because he deserves it, because I said so. That's my onion. I gotta make my skin pink because of the way I did this, if I even color the skin in at all. But picking a shade of pink that doesn't look like the others is gonna be hard, especially to make it you know what, that one works. I don't know if I like that alongside the cold pink I used for the eyes and the swirl, but it looks enough like it is relatively meant to be brown, so that's fine. None. Like from hit game 𝘆cie 𝘂𝗿. Like Mighty. Yay! It's an Emmy. It's an Emmy. Or it's like half of an Emmy. We're not done yet. I'm replacing Sampo with Mighty. Hey now! Slow the fuck down, brother. Whoa there. Whoa there. I'm the sheriff, did you? Whoa there. Hold your fucking horses. Hold them like they are umas that you want to cherish for the rest of your life. Hold them down. Hold it down. Sit back and watch the team. Hold it down. This isn't on the screen because I am not replacing shit. I have not replaced shit. Mighty has a different place in my heart. I love him with all of my heart. However, I have a lot of hearts, you know? I have a lot of hearts. I have room for Sampo and for Mighty. They take up different places in my heart for different reasons, you know? I still love Sampo 𝘆cie just as much. He is still my love. I love everything wrong with him, and I hope everything stays wrong with him forever. So much is wrong with him, and he's so fucking weird, and I hate him, and I love him. Put a red heart if you love me. Put a black card if you want me to die. I love him. I love him. I love that fucking creature, and I can't speak most of my thoughts about him, or this stream will get immediately shut down. That's the kind of love I have for him. I have YouTube suspension level love. Those who get it, get it. Those who don't get Mighty in the next patch either. Haha. You just gotta understand that I have multiple war bros, you know? Emmy took that personally. I did. Sampo would take it personally too. That's your old buddy, old pal, Sampo 𝘆cie. You go way back. That's your guy. That's your dude, you know? Your buddies. Your pals, your partners. Don't you trust him? Don't you love him? My love for Sampo 𝘆cie would never fade. Nobody can replace Sampo 𝘆cie because they're not Sampo 𝘆cie. Is Mighty called Sampo 𝘆cie? No. Tyler the Creator's back. Oh shit, Tyler the Creator died. What a shame. That guy was pretty cool. Yeah, we were talking about tattoos earlier, by the way. Luna and Crimson, now you guys are listening. Do you ever think, have there... that's not a sentence. What they don't more at her way. Have you ever thought about getting a tattoo, especially of some kind of like media that you like? Do you like tattoos? Do you feel like you'll be a kind of person with multiple tattoos, or kind of one day you feel like you'll be a person with one? What kind of tattoo would you get? I'm still on the thought, because I still definitely stand by what I was saying earlier and have said in the past, that if I still love K-pop Demon Hunters just as much in like a couple years, and also the media hasn't been ruined by whatever new stuff they make for it in a way that it's like that I like don't want it to represent me anymore, then I will get Rumi's markings. Not all of them, not all over my body, but I will get them somewhere. Probably like my back, or like on my arms, or like on my collarbones or something like that. Somewhere cool. Somewhere cool and epic and auriful. Where's need another little earring. The long time I wanted to get one of the 7 Deadly Sins. Ooh, like 7 Deadly Sins is in like the real ones, or is in like the anime 7 Deadly Sins? This is an important distinction. What do I want to do? Do I want to add more colors? Oh fuck! I didn't mean to do that. I thought that was on a different layer. I forgot that I did it on this one. There we go. There we go. Okay, what layer is the rest of this on? That has the eye too, so I'm gonna have to go higher if I want to do shines. I want to add more color. I also need to add my spots. What layer did I put my skin on? Is it this bottom one? It is. Let's get spotty. Will it let me spot on the same layer? Probably not. Definitely not. Looks kind of gross. Looks like I've got an infection. I'm already using more layers than I should for something like this, but it's okay. Ah, that's the same color. And that is... what? I guess it's a different enough layer. That's way too gray. That's more like it. The fun thing about my spots is you can literally just make them the fuck up. I will never correct you. draw whatever cow patterns you feel like, and I'll just be like, yeah. Because, you know, I go through a lot of dimensions. I go through a lot of changes. It kind of makes sense if my spots would change. And also, with people who have real vitiligo, because I don't, it's just kind of one of the things that I used as a little bit of inspiration for how I do my spots. But I do not. This is just a cow thing for me. With people who have real vitiligo like this, like the skin condition that actually makes human people look like this instead of cows, they change constantly as well. So, you know, it's real. It's accurate. As long as you get the general gist of where the clusters of spots should be. Like, my horn should have stuff on, and there should be stuff on my cheeks and my ears, you know, and like on my shoulders and then on my thighs. As long as you get the general gist of where the clusters of it should be, I do not care what the specific pattern is. Because that's technically different to how I drew it on my face for you guys see right now, but it still looks right, right? You have to say yes. The anime, the tattoos are cool. Oh, okay. I don't know much about the tattoos, but I should look that up. No, I love tattoos, but I do want one someday. I just need to be unmarred right now. But I've always wanted Naruto seal on my back. Ooh, we're all weebs. Okay, I see how it is. That's good. I was saying before that I considered when I was younger, I really, for ages, wanted to have the Fairy Tale Guild emblem on my shoulder. Which I think is a kind of an obvious one for a lot of baby weebs to choose as their choice, honestly. I feel like that's a given. Especially because a lot of people get into fairy tale as one of their first things. Or at least if you're Emmy age. Let's do this for making this shiny. Yeah. Do I want to do it on the yellow too? It's kind of hard to see on the yellow. Did I say on the yellow? I meant on the pink. I'm gonna need another pink. Or I could do like purple. No, purple would normally be a shading color for me in this situation, so I'll do it like orange. I don't like that. Not close enough. Let's try a red. No. It kind of needs to be cold, but the yellow is way too much contrast with it. I could try a... I'm flying? What? What do you mean I'm flying? No, I'm not. Oh, I am. I am flying. Oh, let's go. I can see everything clearer. Fuck yeah. I don't know how I did that or if someone did it to me, but it works. I'm not complaining. Okay, I'm gonna use the yellow here. See, this would work if I had made it a brighter pink that had more contrast. That's my issue right now. So I think I'm gonna have to actually do that. Let's try it. Let's see if I like it. This is pastel and much less intense, which is not so good. But let's find out. I like that with yellow on it. I won't be able to see the yellow very well right now, but just to test it. Yeah, that kind of actually works what I intended. But I don't like the pink. Oh! Okay, no, I'm locking in the yellow. If I don't like it, I will simply have to change it another time. I still don't like it. We bowl. Okay, this is fine. Purple. I wanted to add some purple. I love adding purple. I love using bright pinks, then using purple as a little accent color. Whether it's shading or lighting and stuff, it's just always so yummy. In stuff like this, where the colors are actually kind of really close in brightness, but they're just different in hue, I like the glowy sort of neon effect that has. It kind of looks neon in the sense that this looks like you're at like a school disco. I intended for this to be behind the lines, actually. I don't think I want it to go over them. Or I could do it in them. Do I want to stay inside the lines? I'll probably do this inside the lines. And then... Oh, no, actually, it looks way cool when it's out of the lines, like behind them. Ooh. Are you offended if I started to just play a different game? Of course not. Do whatever you want. It's me that's playing Roblox. You can do whatever you want when you watch my streams. Go crazy. You also don't even have to play a game at all. I think most of the others are just here to chat. That looks yummy when it's behind it. It looks kind of like I got an extra dimension. I love dimensions. You know that. Breaking our way to the next dimension. We'll reinvent the world we live in. We'll create every day with new intentions. Right through barriers left and right. Reunite. The future's bright. I'm not sure if I like this line down here, but I'm just messing around and finding out. Drawing art and things like this, for the same reason as MS Paint, it encourages me to kind of just be silly with it and see how it goes. Because again, I don't expect it to be perfect because of what I'm drawing on. Therefore, it kind of tricks my perfectionism into not existing for a little bit. Because I'm like, bro, you can't be a perfectionist. Look at your drawing tools. It will not be perfect. Therefore, anything is good. It makes me feel better about my art. Whereas sometimes when in formal stuff, I get too stuck in all the things that I could do with it, all the potential to make it cleaner, to make it more perfect, and then I don't actually like the result. I get more stiffer and less creative with it. Because I've gotten so scared. There's a bomb over there. Guys, someone's gonna explode me. There's a bomb. Oh no. Let's try doing something like this. I don't want this to go all the way around it. I want it to have a little bit of depth. But I think it needs to go here. But I don't want to add all purple for this. I want to do some of it with green. Yeah, I don't like that. It's supposed to be to the side, so it should be like here. I'm gonna do this and then start adding the green. Let's do that. This looks wonderful. Yay! I'm glad. One tattoo I'd love is a Kamen Rider one. Maybe the Kamen Rider Build logo. Let me go see what that is. Kamen Rider Build logo. Got a cool pair of overalls. Ooh, what are they like? Oh! Yeah, okay, that Kamen Rider thing would definitely make a good tattoo. That would be really cool. That's very tattoo material. I see why you wanted it. I think, I don't know, is there anything that I've wanted particularly other than the roomy thing? Like in recent years? I'm not sure. That doesn't look how I wanted it to look. Do I want to do that? Do I want to add some funky colors over here? Hi, Graffitist logo. I'm okay with this. Yeah, now I'm okay with it. Tattoos are so interesting to learn about someone, though. I don't know how we're still on the topic, but it's not like we have specific topics that we have to get to. But I like learning about people through them. Because even when people get one mostly for the sake of it being funny, even though I talked about that a bit before, I do think that's cool in itself. Whoa. Draw your avatar. I will do that in a sec. I do think it's cool when people just kind of do that because they're like, yeah, why not? You know, fucking YOLO. I admire that in itself, like that mindset. To just get shit like that. To go and get a tattoo that's like some fucking meme reference or something because you felt like it. Why wouldn't it let me erase that? This fucking thing isn't working. Hello? Why is the eraser not working? Am I on the wrong layer? It's not letting me turn any of my layers off either. Ah, it's fucking broken. Oh no, our table, it's broken. Can I stop flying? Following paper has been disabled for performance. Non-opaque paint. Okay. It was lagging out, so it turned off the opacity. And that made it lag out more, I think, for a sec. Okay. Anyway. There, that's a good angle. That looks really good. Yay! Thank you. I was gonna say, oh yeah, I like learning that about people. I think it's a really cool mindset to have. Like, I have some friends with crazy tattoos that they go like, you know, wouldn't it be funny and like kind of hot if I got this type of tattoo? And I'm like, yeah, it would be actually. That'd be pretty cool. Are you gonna do it though? Like for realsies? I wouldn't do that just for the sake of the thing. And then they get it, and I'm like, you know what? Hell yeah, go you actually. I don't like it when people look at someone having a weird tattoo, like a silly one, or especially one that's like a reference, or one that's like hot and cool or all over them, being like, oh, when you're old, that's gonna wrinkle and stuff. And it's like, brother, I'm not old, you know. Like, okay, I'm not old yet though. I can regret that when I'm old. And you shouldn't live every part of your life that way. It's good to take care of yourself now so you don't regret it later. But for things like tattoos, it's like, if the only thing is that's gonna look less cool as I don't know, look less cool, then like, whatever. I'll be a cool ass grandma with tattoos on. Easy. People have no whimsy. Oh, I was gonna join in that thing in a sec. That's a shame. In the past, I used to do that as well. That thing that guy just did. I did a thing one time where I went to the, is it still up there? That billboard over there that you see in the distance. And I drew like an anime girl on it. And I just put her on the highest layer I could with only line art on the white background. And then told people to color it in. So everyone got a turn to come over and color it in their own way. And I thought that was really fun. There were a lot of little kids that came and did, and I thought it was really cute. Some of them like colored it in and had like a really good sense of colors, and I was like, ooh, you know, that's interesting color palette. I don't know if I would have done that one for her. Hell yeah. And some of them colored it in, and it's like, I can tell they're still like, you know, learning how to use colors well, and that in itself was really cute. Or there were some that came over where they just kind of scribbled over the whole thing in kind of rainbows, and they were like, yay, thank you. And I was like, aw. Kids are so sweet. I love kids. I want to have kids one day. Do you guys want to be parents? Like, not just do you like... Oh, god damn it. I accidentally erased some of the green. Not just like, do you like kids, but do you want to have kids on your own? And do you perhaps, like, do you want the idea of being like an uncle? Like an uncle or aunt? Or something like that? Because some people like kids enough that they're like, yeah, I'll be like a cool uncle, but I don't want to have my own kids. I'm not ready for that responsibility. But some people hate them enough and they're like, no, I don't want to be associated with any. I think I need another color instead of just this purple down here. But I also feel like if I do that, it'll distract from it. But it's definitely missing something here. Whoops, I shouldn't have done that on the same layer. I forgot that I can't undo. Well, I wanted to change it here anyway, so that's fine. Maybe I should have more of the cyan or the yellow down here. Like, what if I put cyan there? What then? That kind of works, actually. Let's put a little bit here and then make the rest purple. Ooh, they're like PV or flood gear. The overalls means high-waisted and waterproof. Oh, nice! I want to be a parent. Okay, how many kids you want? See, the question's got to keep coming. Also, do you think like there's a reason you want to be a parent? Because I think a lot of people don't have reasons. It's not really something you need a reason for, especially when people are like, that's just what you do one day. But I don't know. I feel like some people have their specific reasons. Like when I was younger, and still now a little bit. I was always like, yeah, you know, I want to be a parent and have kids that I can be nice to, because not all my family's been like super poggers. I want to break this cycle. And I know a lot of people go through that. Or some people are like, I just want to have kids and have them be like my best little friend, or I just want to you know, raise someone's life like that. It's kind of crazy to think about though. I remember I was talking to Johnny about this a while ago. That is too intense of a blue. about the fact that raising kids is kind of crazy, because you forget to consider sometimes that you're really just like, from the second you have them, you're responsible for someone else's life, and you never stop that, you know? Which is kind of scary to think about in a way, but it's also just kind of fascinating how much dedication it takes, because you never stop being their parent. And I'm not talking about situations of like disowning a kid or like separating from them or anything like that, but like just like that's not a title that goes away. It's not like a job you can leave. And for at least 20 or so years, you're like fully responsible for them and like their development of their brain and everything, you know? Like you still remain after that. But even just for those first years, it's like everything you do, every second counts. And this person can't even like sit on their own. They can't sit, period. They don't know how to sit yet. They can't drink water yet. Isn't that kind of crazy? And it's like every single day will be entirely different, because it'll be their life as well as yours. And when someone's a kid, at least once they're like an adult, it's like that is their own little person. And you only talk to your parents so much. You don't need your parents for everything, even if you still love them. But while you're a kid, it's like your life and also theirs happens in the background from your POV. And they kind of do a similar thing, because they've got to make sure your life actually exists and you figure out how to have one. Oh, I'm lagging out. It's kind of crazy to think about how much responsibility is. That was I did not say responsibility. I did not say that whole sentence. I think you got the idea, but I straight up did not say that. Like that was not, none of that came out right. Reinvent the world we live in. Oh, they gotta go? Well, you know what? That's a decent point to end our little doodling on. Today was meant to be just short Zatsu, so I might chat with you guys and then wrap after this. Let me draw some little sillies on here. And then when they go, we'll go from the server. That is not the right color. That is. Not that. Oh yeah, baby. That's an Emiraki. If I ever saw one. And I have seen one. Do you like my doodle? Do you like my doodle? Save the art. I mean, I might, but to be honest, I'm fine with it as is. I draw on here a lot, and I just kind of I see it and then it goes. That's okay with me. I'll take a screenshot though. I like how temporary this place is. That's part of the appeal for me. There we go. I got a screenshot. Turned out wonderful. Yay! These are my favorite color palettes to use. And I know I'm biased because that is just my color palette in general. But this kind of colors, like with the neon ones, and then with a slightly desaturated thing for the skin. And like the using the really bright colors that are all similar in brightness but different in their saturation and their hue is very fun to me, because like I said, it makes everything look neon. It makes it look all kind of glowy. It's so shiny. Oh, it was not meant to cut like that. Kamen Rider Kabuto's logo? Wait, hang on. Kamen Rider Kabuto. My PC is lagging so much, so I really should be grateful that this is a brief Zatsu, because everything is lagging, and I'm really concerned if I try to do anything else. Oh, that would be cool. That would make a cool tattoo. You're right. You should definitely get a Kamen Rider tattoo. What's stopping you, to be honest? You love it so much. If you can find a place that's affordable and will do it, you should absolutely go ahead and do it. Because you love it so much and it's existed for a billion years already. So I feel like it's already past the status of, will I keep loving this for a long time? And is it something that I'm okay with representing my life? Is it something that's going to be magically ruined within like a year? Where it's definitely not. So go for it. Go. You know, YOLO. You don't got multiple dimensions like I do. Get it. Turn on wonderful. I would get that as a tattoo. Get a picture of me, an enemy tattoo. That would be fucking crazy. I've heard Vox Akimov Nietzsche Against Fourth Wave Luxium talking about people who get tattoos with like symbols from him recently, and I think it's so cool. It's really fascinating, and I think there's a few other VTubers that I know. I know there's a few other corporate VTubers that I watch, or like indies that I watch, that have had people get tattoos of them, and it's so crazy to think about. It's kind of wild because in a way, from the POV of the person who is the tattoo, that's the worst way I could say that. It kind of sounds like a crazy responsibility, you know, because it's not like you're personally responsible, but it feels like somebody's got like a permanent engraving of me on their body. Like, I gotta lock the fuck in. If I fumble, if I get cancelled, that poor person, you know? But it is also really cool. It's amazing to love a person that much that you want to get them tattooed on them, even in a parasocial dynamic. Because I don't see parasocial slash negative there. Any relationship you have entirely over the internet, especially with the distance of like someone you watch and not someone you know on a personal level, is parasocial by definition. It's a neutral word. But even loving someone that much in a parasocial fan way, that you'd get a tattoo of them is so cool to me. It's so admirable. It's so interesting. A lot of the KR logos could work as a tattoo. Another good one of the paths from Star Rail. That's true. The Star Rail paths would make cool tattoos, and they'd be like kind of cool subtle ones as well. Like, it's cool, and maybe depending on the one you get, you could tell it's like a nerd thing, but it would also pass as just like a cool pattern, you know. It wouldn't immediately be like the face of Sampo Koski on your butt, you know. I would get that. I should get a Sampo tramp stamp. A trampo stampo. A samp stamp. A tramp samp. I love Senpokuski. I love Mightymost. I even told you guys that I love Boot Hill? Boot Hill was my favorite Honkai character before these two came along. I only knew like very vaguely, briefly about Sampo. Just like I'd seen him around and I was like, he's kind of pretty. I might like him. And I had the same for Mighty. And then I started playing and I met a Sampo for 3 seconds and I was like, he's everything. He is everything. At least with Mighty, there was like a tiny bit of a slow burn before I was fully obsessed with him. But Sampo, no, it took like seconds. But I love Boot Hill. I had loved him with all my heart before I even opened this game. I had loved him so much that I had thought to myself, if I ever had the space and time to play this game, which I didn't think I would at first, then I would consider doing it just for Boot Hill, even though I do not care that much about pretty much everything else, or at least I didn't at the time. HSR paths. Which path would I choose? Let me look at their logos. Boom, 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 boom. Wait, which one's Mightymost on? Hang on. Sampo is on Nihility. That one's okay. That one is pretty cool. Which one's Mightymost? Which path is you on? That one, whichever one that one is. I see the visual. It's the destruction. Ooh, out of those two, I'd probably get Nihility. I think it's slightly cooler. I think it's slightly cooler and edgier. The destruction one is cool, but on its own on my body, I would kind of just see it as a peanuts that's on fire. I feel like it just being a tower doesn't make as cool of a tat. So I would pick one of those ones for my favorites. Which one's Boot Hill on? Boot Hill's on the Hunt. Ooh. Oh, the Hunt is also a good one. I would totally go with the Hunt. That one is raw as fuck, but it would also make me look like a real life hunter, but it is cool. But aside from the ones that I like, I think Harmony is also one of my favorites there. I think that is really sick. I don't think I'd go with Abundance, even though it is pretty. I feel like it's kind of plain compared to the others. It doesn't scream Honkai, doesn't scream some kind of sci-fi thing. So I'd probably consider Harmony or Abundance or Nihility, personally. Stretches back. I need to stretch my back too. This has been a very short stream of like 2 hours. But my Zatsus are often brief like that, and this was just meant to be a Zatsu where maybe do something else so we can play and chill a little bit, and I can check in. So I will probably wrap up soon, because I'm still a little EP after not feeling feeling a little sick like yesterday. I don't know my schedule for this week yet. We've been so inconsistent lately. October is like this for me. I've talked about it a lot. It's always October. That may sound like it's just permanently October throughout the entire year. But anyway, October ends up like this for me a lot. We'll probably smooth out come December. November. Come next month, we'll smooth out into regular schedules again, I think. But anyway, this month has been a little bit of a mess, and I don't know my schedule for this week because there was still some IRL plans I was figuring out until like this morning, so I didn't have a chance to plan it out yet. I will not be here on the weekend. I'm going somewhere on Saturday, and we'll be back like Tuesday, so I won't be able to do our Monday gaming time either. And it, like, if I like, I'll probably be back at the end of Monday, maybe, or I don't know, maybe I'll be back on Tuesday morning. I'm not sure. But so the earliest I could for the weekend, I will not be able to stream Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. Earliest I can stream again after that for the week after next is Tuesday. And I don't know my plans for the middle of this week, so I do not know. I will try to make some kind of schedule later, but if it ends up that we have this week off, I will say sorry, but also I will give you guys a big kiss on the forehead, and that will just be how it is. And we'll do some stuff after, because yeah, it's a busy time at the end of this month, because I have Finn's birthday, and I have Halloween, and I have a lot of projects that I'm working on that I cannot stream, but I really need to get done. For money, and for other people, and for deadlines, and for all kinds of stuff. So I gotta lock in. There's a chance that we might end up being a week that's mostly focused on studying, and maybe some art tatsus that I just pop in for without planning too much, though. That might be how it is. How an OC that knows Sampo. I think you mentioned that. Yeah, we can talk about it more in like server or something. What was I gonna say? But yeah, so that might be how this week goes. I will try and make a schedule as soon as I end stream in a sec. And I will let you guys know if I fail. Because I've got a lot of offline stuff. I'm really sorry, because I miss streaming with you guys. There was like a whole week where I didn't stream as well, and this keeps fucking happening. It annoys me because I like having a regular stream. I was talking to you guys about this when I sassed with you after I was in my fucking dimension lag week, where I just kind of disappeared because I miss hanging out with you guys. But it's okay. I will hang out with you guys extra. November will be a whole Emmy month. Trust me. We'll find time. I also kind of want to do something maybe for Halloween. Also, I definitely have been thinking about holidays in general. I really want to do something for Halloween with you guys. I want to do something at Christmas. There's a lot of stuff I'm thinking about. Trust me. I keep catching these at their tail. I mean, it's okay. Technically, you got this one like halfway through it, to be fair, because it was a very brief stream. I only started at like 3:30. So you kind of got here like halfway through. It's okay. And I'll go back to my usual like 8-hour stream length at some point so you can catch more, because I honest to God, miss doing that. Streaming normal person hours because I'm busy sucks. I miss when I streamed 8 to 10 hours multiple times a week and I was just like, yeah, this is fine. Ah! But yeah. Tell me if you want to send me the bar. Yeah, I'll let you know. But for now, wait, before I go anywhere, let me see if I can send you guys anywhere so you guys have something else fun to watch since this stream was very short. Where's the thing? Let's see if anyone else knows streaming. I don't think there are, but I'll check anyway. Oh my god, all my stuff is so laggy. I really gotta check on everything. I will send you guys to Webimez. You guys know Webimez by now. I'll send you guys into Webimez. Web is streaming. Web is playing Pokemon Legends EA, if any of you guys like that. If you don't, I do not care. That's a silly comment, but remember to be nice. Check Web's rules and be nice to them. Make sure that you're talking about Web themselves and their stream and not about me. You can say hi and you can say Hyperspace Invaders with my Oshi marks if you want when you join, but after that, you become Web Watchers. And you don't have to watch because you can always leave after anyway. But yeah, I'm going to send you guys over there, so don't disappear immediately when the ending screen plays. But for now, if your day is about to end, then oyasumi. And if it's just getting started, have a very lucky day. Bye-bye. Love you. Bye-bye.